Hi, Josh Carr again at Carr Real Estate. Wanted to talk about something today that a lot of people don't seem to understand. There are a lot of functions in Excel that at first glance you're like, why would I ever use this? The one I'm thinking of in specific is SUMPRODUCT. So here's the way most people explain SUMPRODUCT, and then here's how you should actually use it. Well, most people do with SUMPRODUCT is they say something like this. They say, well, I've got some units, and say it's an apartment building. I've got 10 one-bedrooms, 22 bedrooms, 10 three-bedrooms, and these are $1,000, and these are 1,300, and these are 1,600. What most people would do to get the monthly rent is they'd be like, well, 1,000 times 10, and 1,300 times 20, and 1,600 times 10, and then they'd add them up, and they'd say, okay, that's my monthly rent, and that's 52,000. You could do that, or as usually people explain SUMPRODUCT, they say, or you could do this. You could take the product of column 1 and the product of column 2, and you can multiply column 1 by column 2, and you'd get 52,000. Now, I'll be honest, when this was first shown to me, I didn't really see the point of it, because I was like, well, yeah, I could do column 1 times column 2, but that's not a huge time savings over figure out the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and add them up. And besides, sometimes you want to know the breakdown, so why would I ever use this? Well, here's why people use SUMPRODUCT. It's not to do this, because that's stupid. It's easy. It's more for a problem like this. You've got 10 apartment units, and they're different rents. Say 1,000, 500, 1,100, 700. Let's say some of them are rent controlled, some are not. In this case, the ones that are market rate, I made zeros. The ones that are not market rate, I made ones. And yes, I could have done some sort of cutoff, like do an if statement that like everything below a certain value is a 1, everything above a certain value is a 0. But for this case, I just put in 1s and 0s because I could. Then what I did is first I sum up all the rents. The total rent is in this case 8,600. And then to sum up the rent controlled units, I use SUMPRODUCT. Remembering the very basic thing about math, that a number times 0 is always 0, and a number times 1 is itself. And since a number times 0 is 0, and a number times 1 is itself, this would add up unit 3, 4, 7, and 8, because that's the rent controlled units. And then basically that would be 2,300. And then obviously the units that are not rent controlled would just be the total minus the rent controlled. This is the way you're supposed to use SUMPRODUCT. The right way to use it is not just to add stuff up. The right way to use it is to use 1s and 0s to turn certain things off or certain things on, and then you could add up the units that are rent controlled, or a different set of 1s and 0s could be for, are they 1 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, or something like that. Anyway, that's a simple example of the right way to use SUMPRODUCT as opposed to the wrong way. And hopefully I'll show you little things like this, other functions along the way, and that'll be useful. If this sort of stuff interests you, feel free to reach out to me. My website again is kahrrealestate.com. If you want to see more things like this, or just put something in the comments below, and I'll check it out. Okay, thanks again. Bye.